welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Thursday. It is a thirsty Thursday. We got Tiger basketball on tonight. Hoops galore. And boy, do we have a lot of hoops to talk about. My goodness. Last night, LeBron James, 19 points in the fourth quarter. The Lakers come back and beat the Clippers. The Clippers beat the brakes off of them in every quarter, the first, the second, and the third, and then just got destroyed. Like, if I had cojones, which I never thought was going to happen, you could have put $10 on the Lakers in the start of the fourth quarter and on the money line, and you would have won, like, I think $5,000. It was insane. They weren't supposed to win, but LeBron James went ham, and we have to talk about a little LeBron James today because I doubt this. Like, I don't know if a lot of people have seen this. Kevin Garnett, though, made some very interesting comments about LeBron James, and they were really juicy. Like, I mean, really, really juicy. They have a lot to do with Balco. Do you remember Balco? It's basically where Tiny Tim went out there to run and break the world record using steroids. It's where Marion Jones went. Barry Bonds, the most popular 250 NFL athletes. They were taking all the performance enhancers in early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. That's where the thing Balco comes up. But Kevin Garnett yesterday, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, said LeBron's on that Balco. He's on that new juice. That was pretty wild comments. We'll talk a little bit about that. I thought that was, coming from a Hall of Famer in Kevin Garnett, somebody who runs in those circles, I don't know. I just don't think he would go out on his little show, his little podcast, and make those type of allegations. But we're going to talk about it later. We got to talk a lot of NBA action because there's some big games today that we want to bet on. We're going to talk a little bit about that Grizz Nass because we got Isaac Simpson today at 11:30. Isaac at _NBA. He's going to break down a little NBA action and the Tiger basketball game against the East Carolina team that is on the road, and the Tigers are only currently a 3.5-point favorite. So we got some big, big games to get into. Plus, we have some NFL notes, MLB notes, some great Hardwood stories. We are going to have a lot of fun. But we got to start back with the SEC and what we witnessed last night. My goodness, Tennessee, Dalton Knecht, he is one bad mamma jamma. That is one hella good team. If you watched the game last night, they beat Auburn. And that was just a great basketball game. Let's just be real on what we saw. Auburn came back there to start the third quarter after Tennessee kind of punched them, comes out, gets a three, takes a commanding lead. And then the next thing you know, Auburn comes storming back. They look like they were clicking on all cylinders. All of a sudden, Auburn's up 63-55. You got about 12 minutes left in the game, and all the momentum had switched. KD Johnson was getting to the free throw line. They were making buckets. Jalen Williams, by the way, who played, made a jumper. They just started hitting on all cylinders. All of a sudden, you think Auburn is about to take over this basketball game. And then it was the Dalton Knecht show. My man gets a dunk, then gets a couple free throws, then gets a damn three, and then gets another big-ass shot. Dalton Knecht went ham on people's face. It was Dalton Knecht, Dalton Knecht, Dalton Knecht, Dalton Knecht, a little more Dalton Knecht. Zakai Ziegler made some big free throws, hit a couple shots, did a great job facilitating. Adu was doing his thing down low. It was a real good basketball game, but damn, Tennessee took over late. As much as I like this Tennessee team, though, and all the great, Dalton Knecht is going to be the SEC Player of the Year. It's going to happen. A month ago, I'm going to be honest, I really did not know jack about Dalton Knecht. I was literally like, hey, man, Tennessee's got a – man, did you see that little white guy? He's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure your exact words were, who is this guy and what happened to him since coming from Northern Colorado?
Yes.
What is Northern Colorado? I'm pretty sure that's what you're exactly.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I mean, where's this guy coming from? I'm like, can he keep playing this well? Well, damn, dude's going to be the first player on the Vols taken in the NBA draft. He's going to be a lottery ticket. He is a matchup nightmare. He has got a beautiful, quick shot from downtown, a good mid-range game, and he's a lot more athletic than you think. It will dunk on your face. You saw a ball come off the glass, him come up there and grab that junt and wham, throw it down. So Connect is going to be the SEC Player of the Year. He will be the first Vols taken in the NBA draft. He will be a lottery pick. He is awesome. That is a damn good team. And I love talking a little Tennessee. I know I got a lot of Tennessee fans out there. My buddy Bob Bain, huge Vol fan. Yeah. My man, you know everybody over at Top Gun Memphis. My man Jay over there, huge Vol fan. So I got a lot of Vol fans out there. But I want to bring up Bruce Pearl.
BP.
If there was a coach, if I was a talented basketball player in high school or looking to transfer in college, and I was like, and I could go pretty much anywhere, and a bunch of schools were offering me, if I could handpick the place that I would go play for, and not talking about institution, talking about head coach, I would put Bruce Pearl over anybody in the country.
Really?
Over anybody in the country. I love his fire. I love the way he rallies around his players. I like how much he knows about the basketball game. I like the way he handles the fans, the media. I love everything about me some Bruce Pearl. And last night when he got that technical, that was a genius technical. The game was starting to slip. By the way, Tennessee was going to be on a fast break and going to get a guaranteed 2 points. So he comes out screaming and yelling about the foul and jumps up in the official. They tee him up. They were going to get 2. They shoot the free throws. He uses that technical foul as a timeout, basically, to gather up all of his guys and come and pump them up. Now, Auburn didn't win the basketball game, but I'm not saying he is the best coach, X's and O's in basketball by any means. I'm saying for me, and probably people like me who need some, look, man, if my coach, and again, is extremely just chill on the sideline, just use Penny, I could very easily Tim to take on that persona, and I can chill. I'm one of those people who I love to compete. I always want to win, but I do need a foot up my butt sometimes. I do need to be yelled at. I do like the fire that comes from the coach, I feel like permeates throughout the team. Watch Shaka Smart. Did you see how awesome Marquette was last night? And by the way, Shaka Smart's probably number 2 for me.
That's really a great question. I'm sitting here thinking about what coaches I would want to play for.
Like right now, Bruce Pearl number 1, Shaka Smart number 2.
Wow. I don't have either of those in my top 3, unfortunately.
It's the way they handle their team. It's their style of play. It's again.
You like energy guys.
I love energy guys. Yeah. Look, I love Penny. He's great. By the way, different strokes for different folks. You know, some people need to stick up their keister. Some people need to be reined in. Some people need to, to be able to feel the energy. Like having a coach who wants it as much as the fans and the players, and you can see it and feel it, that's contagious.
Yeah.
Like that would spill over all up into me.
Yeah.
I just love that. And again, Shaka Smart, by the way, told you to take Marquette. What did I tell you they were going to do yesterday?
You said they were going to beat them by 20.
And they don't stop. They don't let up. They don't give a damn what the score is. They are going to come out there and kick your teeth in. And then even when they put in all their little walk-on kids, they're going out there and trying to score. Marquette beat the brakes off of Providence. It was embarrassingly bad.
That's actually funny that they beat Providence and you have him as your second coach you'd play for. I think my 3 coaches that first came to mind.
Well, Rick Pitino would be number 3 because I know he could get me a prostitute. That's another great
one. I had a feeling that you were going to go with that one. My top 3 would probably be in no particular order. Kim English at Providence. I would love to play for Kim English.
Who?
Kim English, the Providence coach.
Oh, okay,
He's
I'm
new.
sorry.
This is his first year.
I thought you said like province. Like I thought you were talking about European basketball.
No. Providence. Dennis Gates at Missouri. I would like to play for Dennis Gates. I think he's a really good coach.
Dennis Gates, I
Bad
think, is
season,
a great coach.
But
like last night, he had some calls that really went not like he had some calls that went against him. Poor Missouri. They had a chance to take down Florida last night. I like Dennis Gates, but they're now 0-15 in the SEC.
that's right. Bad season, but I'd still love to play for him. And then my third would probably be Hubert Davis at North Carolina. I think Hubert Davis is a genius.
I am not a fan.
He is such a good coach.
I am not a fan. I mean,
Now,
you go to the
again-
Final Four, and then the next year you don't even make the damn tournament.
as
You're
you-
letting your own teammates like have tryst. I mean, Caleb Love is sleeping with R.J. Davis,
not his guys.
girlfriend. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, inherited those guys.
yeah, but he took those guys to the Final Four.
Sure did, and now he's got a great team. Some people even saying could be a number 1 seed. You haven't seen that?
Oh yeah, I've heard it. Ooh, it could be Duke. Ooh, it could be North Carolina. Ooh,
I haven't
ooh,
seen
ooh,
Duke.
ooh, ooh.
I think Arizona is the number 4, or the 4 numbers. But obviously, our lists are very different. You have guys that blow their heads off every single game. Energy guys yelling at officials. My 3 guys are more chill, kind of serious.
Like
coaches.
Shaka Smart keeps up with every single hustle play.
Yeah.
Did you know that he keeps up with daps and fist bumps?
Oh, does he really? I actually didn't know
Like
that. I
when
knew he
their
keeps up with all the
players-
hustle plays.
When the hustle plays, but they also there's a coach on their team who when the players are on the court and they dap each other up after a good play and root for the other play, they keep up with that. High energy plays is what they call it.
What a waste of a coach.
No. It's not just that's always.
No,
doing,
I
but,
know.
you
I'm
and it's
joking.
not necessarily like literally a fist bump, but it's teammates rooting each other on. I mean, look at the way. Like, by the way, Marquette's the best passing team in basketball. They share the ball better than anybody. They play at a speed. Like I talked about this yesterday. Like watching Marquette try to play against Houston would be the craziest. You got the slowest pace team in the country in Houston. They play at the slowest pace. Actually, it might be the third slowest pace.
It's down. I think I looked yesterday in terms of KenPom rankings. I think they're bottom 5.
I know they were on it.
Did you know Memphis has played the 2 slowest teams this year? Virginia and North Texas are the 2 slowest.
That's right. They passed them. So I mean, they play at a snail's pace. Well, Alabama. I mean, not Alabama. Damn it! Remind me what I was talking
Marquette.
about. Oh, sorry, Marquette and Shaka Smart. Ooh, see what I'm talking about? I need somebody to stay on me.
You really
to
do.
keep me focused.
Don't worry, John. I'll come in tomorrow in a suit and I'll just start screaming at you all day. And then when you make a mistake like that, I'll rip off my jacket and slam it on the ground like one of these coaches. Nowadays, no coaches wear coats anymore, so it's a little different. Can't rip their jacket off and throw it on the ground unless you're my guy at A&M. I'm blanking on his name now.
Which guy? Like the basketball coach? Buzz?
Yeah, Buzz Williams. Buzz Williams. He's one of those guys. Traditional, still wears. And I honestly think Buzz Williams. The only reason he still dresses like that is so that when his team is not playing well, he can rip it off and slam it on the ground. I think he feels like that's his way of getting his guys going, is slamming his jacket on the ground.
Yeah, slamming things down can help a little bit. But poor Buzz, man. Did you see last night A&M lost by 2 to South Carolina?
Yeah, talk about coaches I would not want to play for. Buzz Williams, one of them.
Yeah, I'm not down with Buzz either. But those 3 coaches again, Bruce Pearl. I mean, I would go to war with Shaka Smart. I would go to war with, and Rick Pitino. Like people ripping your players or whatever. That's fine with me. When we suck, say we suck. Call us slow. I don't want somebody to constantly give me praise because I'm not going to get any better. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there listening who played for a coach named Ernie Bennett. He would whip you. He was the fieriest man. He had more fire in him. My man was just piss and vinegar. Like did not play no games. Was on you like you wouldn't believe, and he made you better. But man, when the games were over and stuff, he was awesome. He loved you,
right?
Cared about you. But deadgummit, when you stepped in on the field, you better be ready to go to war. And I like that type. His son coaches over at Houston. He coaches over there with James Thomas. He is extremely fiery. Where on the other hand, James Thomas is so chilled and laid back.
Chill.
By the way, James Thomas, Coach of the Year in
right.
Tennessee.
How about that? Love Coach Thomas.
Yo,
My
shout
guy.
out. state champs, but I mean, like different strokes for different folks. But man, damn, I watched that Tennessee game in Auburn, and I watch a little Auburn, watch a hell lot of Kansas. Not a big Bill
Too much
Self guy,
Kansas.
too much. But I would love to go to war with them. Now, speaking of coaches, Nate Oates for Alabama. His style of play, I believe, has changed actually the way the SEC actually plays basketball. Speaking of Missouri and talking about Coach Gates, Dennis, Missouri was the leader last year in 3-point percentage. By the way, we were talking about Dennis Gates, right? Did you know Missouri? Like I think we've been talking about coaching. Nate Oates in Alabama took care of Ole Miss last night.
Sure did.
That's not what I'm bringing up.
It's looking grim for Ole Miss. Go ahead.
But Alabama, the entire SEC is playing different, I think, because of Nate Oates. And what I mean is, have you ever seen the SEC shoot this many threes?
No.
Think about this. Last year, the team that led the league in 3-point percentage was Missouri, and they were at 35%.
And then lost all their shooters.
This year, you have 5 teams that are shooting over 35%. Wow. Kentucky, 40.1%, LSU, 37.5%, Alabama, 37%, Ole Miss, 35.5%, Tennessee, 35.4%. Like, there's just more threes in the ball game. But not so fast, my friend. You have to have balance. And Alabama, while they can run you out the gym with hitting threes, I think makes so many dumb decisions. Did you watch any of the Alabama Ole Miss game?
I was able to watch towards the end of the game. I was
Did you
out
see
and about
at the end of the
earlier.
game where it was nip and tuck and my man's going down? Alabama is making their comeback, and he literally has a guaranteed 2-point layup. And he stops and he pulls up a 3 and bricks the hell out of it.
I did see that.
It's 100% too. You are on your own. And I know that 3 is more than 2. By half, 50% more.
That's right.
I know this. It's a whole nother point. But a guaranteed 2 when you can go and dunk the basketball and nobody's around you is still a guaranteed freaking 2. And I saw that from Alabama not once, not twice, but 3 times in the second half. They made 1 of 3 of those opportunities. Man, I'm taking 6 guaranteed points. And yes, the momentum when you pull up and hit a 3 is probably great. But man, I know Nate Oates wants to shoot more threes than anybody and their grandmother.
He sure does. That's his game plan.
But damn it, you can't be hot from 3, 6 games in a row. How's this ever going to get you a national championship, Nate?
Well, and that's what Brett always brings that up of how he just cannot trust Nate Oates and this Alabama team any year because they rely so heavily on the 3 that eventually you're going to go out there.
The little kid who came off the bench, the little freshman, Cosby. Not Bill Cosby's son.
No.
That was a fictional character. No, it wasn't fiction. It was a real dude, but I was thinking about the Cosbys. Not that dude. I can't remember his first name, but the little freshman Cosby. That dude comes in, and they were struggling a little bit from downtown, and all of a sudden he lights it up. This dude comes off the bench and goes 5 for 10 from the 3-point line. Yeah, he didn't shoot another field goal. He didn't even shoot a free throw. Dude came in there, set himself over in the corner. Sears would drive, they double and he'd kick. Bam!
Yep.
Bam! Or Estrada, and by the way, Estrada is a hell of a guard too. They've got good guards. They got dudes that can score. But man, you start missing those threes. Like you have a night where you shoot 30%, you're out. Because they sure as hell can't play through the post.
And they can't play a lick of defense. I mean,
they don't play defense. And if that little, he's really good. Gosh dang it, what's the tall, skinny white kid's name?
Grant Nelson.
Thank you.
Good player. But
very. That's what I was going to say. He is on the offensive side of the ball in college basketball. He's wonderful. Now I'm not going to say I could score on him, but Jay Morgan would tear him up in one-on-one.
I think you would. No, I think you're right.
Dude, he can't guard anybody. Thank you for remembering his name.
Yeah, well, I like Grant. Grant Nelson had so much hype in the offseason. Coming from North Dakota State was huge for the Bison. Comes over to Alabama. Quite honestly, it's kind of been a disappointment this year. Like, not a disappointment, but in terms of the hype that was around him, like, we're talking about the hype that...
Offensively, I'm with him.
Well, but we were talking about the hype that you are seeing now with, like, Dalton Knecht. Like, that's what he was getting.
Oh, he had 10 times more hype than Dalton Knecht
did.
People
thought Grant Nelson was going to be what Dalton Knecht is now, and it's kind of flip-flopped, where Dalton Knecht came in and, like, people were like, Dalton Knecht's going to be a good player, but he's not going to be, like...
Grant's name.
Exactly. Like, off-season, people are like, this Dalton Knecht kid could be really good, but he's probably not like an all-conference guy, and then he becomes an all-conference guy, and then Grant Nelson is like, oh, this guy's going to be player of the year in the SEC, and then comes out and is just like a good player for Alabama.
By the way, little sidebar, Chas hates basketball season.
Really? Why?
She loves football season because, football games, but college basketball, it's 7 days a week.
Right. Yeah.
It is from. Yeah. It is from. I sit at 5:30. I got to get everything done 5:30 till after midnight because I'm watching West Coast action as well. Holmes. I watched Oregon State last night. I'm watching everything because you got to get ready for March Madness.
Got to.
Paralysis by analysis. Hell no, son. Get your basketball on. We're going to take a quick time out. The Memphis Tigers have a big basketball game tonight. We're going to talk about it with Isaac Simpson on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkheimer for Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. What a great time to buy a new or used car or truck and save money at Sunrise. The largest selection in over a year, over 500 new Buicks and GMCs to choose from, an $8 million used car inventory. See them all at sunrisememphis.com. Factory rebates up to $6,000 and Sunrise discounts high as $10,000. Immediate financing available with loans low as 0% on select models. Cars and trucks under $10,000. When it comes to selection and savings, it doesn't get any better than this, partner. Come on in and save some money at Sunrise. Covington, Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. Two final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Our mission, to exceed your expectations, provide quality service with urgency, and be there for when you need us most. There is nothing more frustrating than a clogged drain, shower, kitchen, or toilet. They disrupt your life. But don't worry, Choate's is here to get those drains flowing again. With the latest tools, technology, and expert professionals, we're ready to tackle any clog, anytime. We also believe in the power of preventative maintenance, and now is the time to be proactive with Choate's $93 drain inspection. This special offer includes a camera inspection of your sewer with a full assessment of your drainage system. That's a $199 value now for only $93 this month. Give your family the peace of mind they deserve and prevent those unwanted clogs. Call us today at 347-8086 to schedule your $93 drain inspection. And remember, Choate's, let our family serve your family.
Hey, everybody, together, let's drive. If you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 2.9 for 72 months or up to $5,000 cash. Plus, you make no payments for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. And it's still Love Month, and I'm out here in Olive Branch loving all of these new Silverados, Equinox, Trailblazers, and Tahoes. You're going to love seeing this All-Star lot and showroom loaded up again. You want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. Ram trucks, Jeeps, Nissan Rogue, Traverse with the third row seating so you can do more together. Where are you going for Easter or spring break? And better yet, what are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you get an extra $500 bonus. And everyone here at All-Star Chevy is spot on having everything you're looking for. If it's not here, just ask Kevin or Jeff and they'll find it for you. Remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's gotta be Olive Branch, people. So come out to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe in 2024. We can't wait to serve you.
All 650 acquisition fee, Forte RE722-812, MSRP 21590, Sorrento PG 2427710, MSRP 33010, Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Jeff Allen, you ready to get this party started at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
You bet I am, Randy. Gossett's got your new Kia that gets 41 MPG highway. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month. $27.99 due at signing. Need extra room? How about a 2023 Kia Sorrento LX at $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing, and a 2024 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing, all 36-month lease.
Plus, get peace of mind because with every Gossett Kia, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Thirsty Thursday in the Mid-South. What a wonderful Thursday it is. I mean, goodness gracious. We got Tiger basketball tonight. They on the road. They play in the Pirates, East Carolina. We also got to talk a little Grizzness. And we're going to talk a little bit about just some NBA fodder. And, you know, I love cutting it up with Isaac Simpson. My man breaks down everything. We talk NBA. We talk Grizzlies. I mean, we do it all. You can follow him at Isaac__NBA. Check out Ethos Podcast. They don't play no damn games. And go to the TigerSportsReport.com for your Tigers information. I'm going to bring in my man Isaac, but my phone just fell down, bro. Not like actually fell, but my screen crashed. You got me, Dacus? Yo, what's up, Isaac?
Man, what's going on, Johnny? I'm good. How are you?
Man, you know, I'm doing extremely well. Love Thursdays. It's Thirsty Thursday. Makes me think of Tito's. Makes me happy. Got Tiger basketball on tonight. But before we get into the normal things we talk about, because you are, like, you have more opinions and thoughts, and you come out with them faster. I mean, I'm telling you right now, Isaac is one of the best follows on Twitter. I'm checking his stuff out all the time. And I just happened to see this morning, and I don't know if you saw it because, again, this was like just this morning, but did you hear what Kevin Garnett said on his podcast?
Hey, I did not. No, I haven't heard it.
So check this out. This just like he did it just this morning. So LeBron James goes ham last night, 19 points in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, I mean, went all 5 threes. I mean, crazy comeback, man, by the Lakers in that game. It's crazy to see a guy doing that at 39, man, 39 years old, man. It's just insane to watch.
It's insane, right? So guess what Kevin Garnett says on his podcast today?
Man, what did he say? What did KG say?
He heavily implied James is on steroids, designer PEDs. He's like, dude, if the media is ignoring this and blah, blah, blah. He goes completely in on it. And this is a guy who worked with TNT. Only place I found anybody who gave any traction to this was Deadspin. But he goes out on his podcast and his YouTube thing, and he wasn't joking about it anything at all. He said that LeBron James, who says he spends over $1 million on his body, he's on that new Balco. If you don't remember what Balco was, Marion Jones, Tiny Tim, Barry Bonds, the NFL players who were using designer steroids that were undetectable at the time. And he came out hard saying this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, I mean, this isn't like some dude, Joe Schmo, me talking trash. Like Kevin Garnett is a world champion, a Hall of Famer, top 70 NBA player of all time. And he's saying that I don't know, man. That's something I wouldn't like. You just don't say that about other players. That's not very willy-nilly. Do you find this weird at all?
Yeah, that's extremely reckless. If he doesn't have 100%,
that's what I was thinking. Like he has to
come out and put that out there. That's a little wild, man. I don't know. The NBA is weird because out of all the professional sports,
they got haters on each other.
They hate
just
all our former players. They absolutely hate on the guys that are still playing. Like, just constantly. You hear it, you see it. They on podcasts, they're talking about it when they do guest spots on commentating. They're just hating on players. I've just never seen anything like it. But yeah, I'm 100% there with you. I hadn't saw that, but man, to put that out there like that, like he's putting it out there like it's a certainty. I just think that's a little wild or reckless, especially coming from a guy like KG.
Yeah.
That's kind of out of bounds in my opinion.
I thought the same thing. I thought to myself, damn, if I'm LeBron and I run into KD, I might be whipping his ass.
Man, yeah, that's because you just go say that about a guy you don't know that for sure. That you come out like that with an opinion based back and say this guy's on steroids. I mean, I understand it's crazy what he's doing, man, but you can't just come out and say that. I mean, maybe he's just a freak of nature. He's always been that from the time that he was a rookie. So it's crazy to see, but it's not like he hasn't been possibly one of the greatest of all time since he's been in the league. So it's not like that's something that's completely unbelievable.
Yeah, and by the way, it was Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett on their podcast. If you want to go watch it, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, man, it sounds like a bunch of haters to me, man.
I was going to say it's LeBron's secret to longevity. It's the episode, but let me just tell you something. Again, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce was pushing back on Kevin a little bit.
It is. I was going to say it's funny because Paul Pierce is usually the one that's
going straight heel on everybody.
Yeah.
Or bringing a prostitute to do TV during the Super Bowl. Remember that? Or what did he do that in?
Yeah, I can't remember, man. He's had some weird situations ever since he retired as far as his media stuff, man. I don't know, but he's the one. Like if you watch that podcast, it's usually the other way around. Like Paul is usually the one that's saying some crazy stuff, and KG's having to push back on him. But I guess it tables turned this time.
Yeah, I guess so. But I can understand after seeing the unbelievable. I mean, LeBron James and the Lakers found themselves down, I think, 20 points going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, something like that. 2019, I think, maybe.
19,
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like there was, I never thought in a million years I wasn't watching the game. All of a sudden, underneath the screen, it crawls and shows the Lakers are like within 4. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then you got to check it out. Next thing you know, LeBron James is going absolutely off, like completely off in the fourth quarter. 19 points in the fourth quarter. Lakers absolutely shut down the Clippers, held them to 16 points in the fourth. So after, a game like that, maybe you're a little hungover. It's early in the morning. I don't know. That was just, thought that was pretty wild comments. But we're going to get back to talking a little bit about some local stuff. Tigers have a huge game tonight, East Carolina. Isaac, the line's only Tigers minus 3.5. Somebody like me who's been so burnt this year on the Tigers, that looks so damn enticing. What do you think I should do? Should I lay off, or do you think laying the 3.5 is an easy play?
Man, every time I come over here and say and feel confident that it's going to be an easy Tiger victory, it doesn't go that way. We kind of talked. I remember going back to that North Texas game. We were kind of talking about all this. I was coming on here saying that's a team that can't score. The Tigers are going to run the score up on them. They were only, I think they were 1.5 point underdog. I was like, Tigers are going to win this game and cover, and they come out and get blasted. So I hate to be overconfident, but I think you have to like what you've seen in the last two games to get Charlotte in FAU. But one thing that I will caution about that is it's not as hard to get up for FAU, and to a lesser extent Charlotte. Charlotte coming in second in the conference, and I think they knew that coming in. So you got to kind of get up for those games at home. And you know they had the FAU game circled. They were coming out fired up for that one. But this is the kind of test that I think really shows where they are. You're going on the road against a bad opponent. I don't expect even with the Tigers coming in, we've seen these quote unquote Super Bowls at ECU. I still don't think this is going to be a sold out electric atmosphere or anything like that. Mingus Coliseum has been a tough place for the Tigers to play over the years, no matter what level team they've had going in there. So I have some reservations. I feel like they're going to go in there and handle business, but like you said, man, it's been burned so many times this year, man. It kind of scares me a little bit.
This one scares me for basically the simple fact is, like, you don't know which Tiger team's going to show up. The one that showed up against FAU would absolutely whip this team.
Oh, they'd win by 25 if that team shows up.
I mean, it would be filthy. It really would be nasty. When I look, though, at the way they played at Charlotte, the way they played against FAU, the fact that it's the end of the season, there's only 3 games left. They know their tournament life is on the line. They got to win these 3, and they got to go out there and win that damn tournament still to feel comfortable. Like, they need to be playing their best basketball. I feel like they're really in, like, the motivation factor is David Jones ain't ever played an NCAA tournament. He wants to play in an NCAA tournament. Never has. I feel like after what I've seen the last couple games, I almost feel confident that they really are going to go on the road and get this done. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. The Pirates' defense is really good. Their Pirates' defense can keep them in a game. They also, by the way, they're really good at, protecting the three-point line on at least the numbers, and the Tigers love taking threes. So I do understand why the line's so low. But, man, if they come with their A-minus game, they should win this game by 10.
Yeah, and to your point, David Jones even said it. He didn't come here to be in the NIT or anything like that. He came here to win. Like you said, he's never been in an NCAA tournament. I think all these guys coming in here felt like, man, we're coming in here together, man. This could be something special. And they're on the verge of not even getting to that NCAA tournament. And they still have a lot to play for because they still have an opportunity to earn a top 4 seed. And if you get a top 4 seed, you get the double bye in the AAC tournament, which helps that cause. If you're going to have to get to the championship game and win it, you want it to be as easy as possible. And you get the double bye because now this year they've added, since they have more teams in the conference, they've added that extra day on a Wednesday. It used to start on Thursday where you have to play into the tournament. The bottom 4 teams play on that Wednesday. So if you finish in the top 4, you don't have to play on Wednesday or Thursday. You get the double bye, and you move on to Friday. So that's still in play. The only team that they really can't catch
they get
is
UAB
South
heads
Florida.
up, man. They get UAB heads up. So that they could be, right there tied with UAB, after the weekend.
Yeah, because, all those teams, they're all still in play. You look at Charlotte, FAU. You look at FAU's schedule, they could easily drop 2 games. Memphis beats them again down in Boca, and I think they got to go to North Texas as well. I think they got another tough game, maybe Tulane. They could lose 2 more games. That gives them 6 losses, just like Memphis. SMU has a couple games there. At
SMU
UAB,
and UAB, I know, still play each other.
Yeah,
so
they play
somebody's
so one
got
of
to
them has to
lose.
lose. So yeah, there's definitely an opportunity for Memphis to kind of climb their way back into that top 4, and I think that would be really ideal. So it's not like I've seen a lot of people kind of say that they don't really have anything to play for. They're just waiting for the tournament. That's not true at all. And also, you just want to have that momentum of winning and feeling good about yourself going to the tournament. You don't want to limp into it because it'll be really nice, man, if they could go on there on that final Sunday and go into Boca Raton, man, and sweep FAU. That would be big time, and I think they feel really good about themselves going to the tournament if they're able to win these last 3 games and go in with the momentum like that.
If you're 23-8, 2 wins against FAU going down the stretch, you would make it to the championship game. Are they on the bubble?
I think they're in. I think if you sweep these last 3 games and you make it to the conference tournament game, I think they're in. That if you're not in at that point, because to me it's crazy. Because if you look at FAU's resume, somehow they still have them in the tournament. And when you look at Memphis's side by side on paper, I would, if like just not knowing anything about what the metrics are, where they're sitting in their rank, I would take Memphis's resume over FAU. I don't understand how FAU is solidly in the tournament right now. It just blows my mind. They only have 1 victory over Arizona. That's their best win. I mean, Memphis has beat them head to head. They have some bad losses as well. Lost to Bryant at home.
They only
Charlotte.
They only have one more win. They're 21-7.
Yeah, like I just don't understand it. I don't understand how Memphis, because I saw I think Memphis is not even in the next, like they're like 10 games out, 10 teams out, which I don't understand. And you have FAU solidly in. It just, the metrics and stuff, man, they need to update that system, because when you, with the eye test, it doesn't really make any sense at all when you
that 4-game stretch though. Like I do kind of understand why they're so far right now. If they get these 3 wins, I think and get ready to go to the tournament, I think they creep in. But I know like it's got to be hard for the metrics or whatever. I mean, when you see those 4 consecutive losses, and now South Florida we know is a good team, but you still had a 21-point lead in the second half. Yeah. The loss to Tulane was, it was a road loss, but then followed up to UAB, and it was a butt whipping, and then Rice. Like that just, I think that just kind of sticks in a lot of people's craws. That was a bad damn stretch.
It was. There's no question about that, man. And this, like I said, this team has nobody to blame but themselves. I mean, they came out and took care of business in the non-con, man, and just gave it all back and then some. It's wild to just think about how we were feeling coming out at non-con. Were they 15-2 at one point, and just feeling great about this team and feeling like, okay, we're talking. I had started talking stuff crazy, man, like 2, 3, 4 seed in the NCAA tournament, man. Now they're not even on the bubble, man, which is
the hindsight though is something that I know you like is for me, because now I look back like, damn, man, that Arkansas team was not a top 20 team.
Yeah,
Michigan was terrible. Missouri hadn't won a game in the SEC. A&M lost yet again as they're on the outside. They're not going to make the NCAA tournament. It looks like Clemson really hadn't done the damn Tigers any favors. Like their big wins on the season right now at the end of it look not so big.
I still think though that team that was playing in that non-con is much better than the team we saw down the stretch. I think those teams, even though they've kind of spiraled, as you said, they're not the teams that we thought they were when they played them. I still feel like those teams are probably better than Rice in some of those teams.
I agree.
If you put them in an American,
North Texas,
most of those teams would be extremely competitive if they were in the American Conference.
I agree with that 100%. Well, hopefully the Tigers are going to take care of business. Isaac, I got to take. Can I hold you through a break, man? Talk a little Grizzlies on the other side.
Man. Yes, sir.
We're going to take a quick timeout. Coming back with Isaac Simpson to talk a little NBA on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, folks. The Chevy Sheriff with good news for car and truck buyers. The Sunrise Chevy Ranch has acres of new Chevys and GM certified in stock, ready for immediate delivery. A $6 million used car inventory and cars and trucks for every budget, and a lot specializing in cars and trucks under $99.95. If you've been turned down by another dealer, see us at Sunrise. We specialize in financing, and SunriseMemphis.com is home of guaranteed credit approval. Cars and trucks may not be free, but at least they're affordable to Sunrise. Together, let's drive to the Sunrise Chevy Ranch, 385 in Houston, Levy, and Collierville.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home, with Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home. With Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find a repair shop with our shop referral program. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. In addition to everything else going on, they have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Memphis attorneys. 5100 Poplar Avenue, Suite 2932, Memphis, Tennessee, 38137.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
It's time to get thunderstruck during Gossett Mitsubishi's spring sales event at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Ready to get 43 MPG Highway? Check out the 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett, 18610 or $249 a month. Need extra room? 7-passenger seating in 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE, 33605 or $399.99 a month. And Gossett Mitsubishi's got sophisticated styling and comfort in 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $31,200 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Mirage RH 005931 MSRP 19110, Outlander RZO 19512 MSRP 34605, Eclipse RZO 10625 MSRP 317, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Dacus all day long, and you know it's a thirsty Thursday. It's not noon yet, so we talking with Isaac Simpson. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm fired up, man. We got Tigers tonight. I think if Daquan Tomlin comes out with that energy that he had against FAU, David Jones balls out, Quinterly comes with just a little bit of fire in his belly, Tigers going to roll, but it is one of those things called a letdown spot. It does have me a little bit nervous. Brian Dacus is kind of reining me in from absolutely pounding the Tigers. But we got to switch gears. It's time to talk a little NBA. Isaac, man, how's life? How's life? It's good to have you back on from this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, man. Great break. Great commercial break, man. I must say that.
Thank you. All right, you got to do me a quick favor, man. Talk to me. Tell me a little something that, you feel good about going on with the Grizzlies. I mean, there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. There's just a lot of things going on. Or there's a lot of, indifferent things. Every time, last night, man, I thought they played their little tails off. I love watching them. It's kind of like when you watch a little 6-year-old basketball team, you're like, our kids are trying so hard. Oh, they came up just a little bit short. But you don't care about the results. You just are glad that they're out there trying. At least that's how I feel about this team.
Yeah, man. It's about the meat, not the bread, right now, because you see positive things going on the inside. Like the wins and losses at this point don't really matter, because actually, if you lose games, even though I'm not a fan of going out and lose games purposely, but they're losing games organically, and that's, in the end, that's going to help you when it comes to the NBA draft lottery. So when they go out and play with effort like they did last night, I mean, that's the number one team in the West right now, and they have to pull out heroics to kind of beat this ragtag Grizzlies bunch, and it's fun to watch. When they play games now, game against Brooklyn, that was not fun to watch. But when they play like this, I mean, it's fun. And we've had more games like this, and they've even pulled some out. You talk about that Milwaukee game. I mean, and they competed against the Clippers the other night. You love to see that. And Jaren Jackson Jr., just a tremendous performance tonight going up against two All-NBA bigs in Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
33 points, 13 rebounds, just really getting it done last night, man. It was fun to watch him just come out from the onset and just go right at those guys. And we've talked about this a lot, man, just the development of Vince Williams Jr. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, filling up that stat sheet last night. D.G. Jackson, 14 points off the bench, man, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 of 7 from the field, super efficient. He's continuing to do some nice things. And Lamar Stevens is another guy that they picked up kind of as an afterthought, I think, in the Boston trade. He's come in and looked like a guy that you really would like to take a look at going forward. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent, hoping they find a way to bring him back. It shouldn't break the bank. He does a lot of things. I think he's kind of what you wanted David Roddy to be. And you've seen that, and I think he's a better version, more efficient of that. Really does well in the mid-range, plays hard, sticks his nose in there, gets rebounds. I just love what I've seen from him. So those are some positive things, man, and those are just kind of the things that I'm looking for down the stretch. At this point, wins and losses are nowhere near the top of the list.
What are you thinking on Zaire right now? It's somebody that, again, like last night he had one of his good games. Again, when he played Milwaukee, he had a great game. He just has so many damn clunkers. Where do you think this organization is with Zaire?
And this is coming from a guy that was completely out on Zaire. I think a lot of people were, but like I said last night, man, I got to give him credit where it's due. These last few games, he's looked like a guy that you would want to keep on this roster. Now, if fully healthy, I think it would be a bottom of the roster spot, but there were times where I didn't feel like he was an NBA player. And in the last couple games, he has been more than that. I mean, he's looked really good. I think one thing, it was always thought that he was a big wing. This team has always looked for that big wing, a guy 6'8", 6'9", with length to play on the wing. But I really do think, even though he's his height, I think he's better as a 2. I think he shooting guards better than he does, bigger forwards. I think that's his best position, even though he's not a great shooter. I think you seeing him on the floor now with Vince Williams Jr. and DG are kind of playing that role that they expected him to be, and I think it's really helped his game. It's always been said that he looks better with Ja on the floor. I think it probably had more to do with him being a big wing, and that's not really his best position. So when you put him on the floor with Vince Williams Jr. or D.G. Jackson, I think it allows him to kind of play his role that better than he's been able to do what he's before, because he's been that guy in that position. So I like what I've seen from him, man. He might be a keeper. I think they got to find a way to get LaRavia off this roster. I just don't think he's an NBA player, and I just think they're wasting a lottery spot on him. I mean, moved up in the first round to get him. I know they're trying to hold out hope, but I think it's over with Zach LaRavia. I just don't think he's gonna pan out, man. So if they can find a way to move on from him, I think they will. But Zaire Williams, man, is showing some great flashes. I mean, we saw it that his rookie year struggles. I don't even think it's a strong enough word for what we saw from him last year. But these last few games, man, I think he's showing where he hit some big shots, hit that big deep 3 before halftime, hit one, falling out of bounds at the shot clock buzzer corner last night. He's driving into the paint. He's getting to the free throw line. I like what I've seen out of him the last few games. So feeling good about Zaire, man. And he's another guy that you're just happy that he's been able to get this playing time with the situation that the team's in right now. Just development from these young guys is just a big positive that you can take out of it, and don't care so much about the wins and losses. I see a lot of people getting upset about the team losing, man. That's not what's paramount right now.
So what you working on in the lab right now? What y'all got coming down the pipe? I know we got a Friday night, Saturday night back-to-back action with the Portland Trail Blazers. What y'all doing over at Ethos Grizzlies?
Yeah, man, we're going to be starting our draft coverage too, man. We're going to be breaking down these prospects. I've been talking draft a lot on X, Twitter, on the timeline. Got some NBA comps that I put out this morning. So ready to dive into that, man. I'm a big-time draft guy. So me and my guy David Williams will definitely be diving into that in the coming weeks. So we'll definitely have a post game, probably on Saturday night or either Sunday, kind of recapping these 2 games against Portland. It'll be interesting to see how they play this. Portland is a team that's right below you in that 5th lottery spot. Grizzlies are currently in 6th. I got a feeling that you might see Jaren Jackson Jr. rest in one of these games It's a back-to-back against a bad team. He's one of the guys that they don't get a lot of rest for, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him set out one of these games, man. But excited, back-to-back against Portland. We'll see how they play it, but check us out at Ethos Grizzlies. Also, TigerSportsReport.com and my personal feed at Isaac_NBA.
Man, thanks for your time, Isaac. Be blessed. Go Tigers. Go Grizz.
Will do, man. Talk to you next week.
That's my man, Isaac Simpson. We got Evie Van Pelt. It's time to talk about them Rebels on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
There's someone in my head, but it's not me.
If the woman of your dreams has been searching online for the perfect engagement ring, she's figured out there's a few brand names that are worthy of consideration. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and she doesn't want a plain, ordinary cookie-cutter ring to wear the rest of her life. She wants a world-class designer ring, handcrafted by a true artisan that will hold value and stand the test of time. She's found Tacori, Verragio, Ajafi, Simon G., among other premium American-made designers. But when you try and find these exclusive rings, you quickly realize most stores don't offer them. They have knockoffs and lookalikes, kind of like those imitation bags and watches on the streets of New York City. But there is one jeweler where you can find the real deal, Genesis Diamonds. Genesis has been chosen by all the most sought-after designers. Genesis is your exclusive home for these iconic brand names that define excellence. Other stores can only dream of being able to offer these, but only Genesis has them. So be careful. Don't settle for anything less than the ring she is worthy of wearing. Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended.
The President's Day sales event is on strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. How about 0% for 72 months on all 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns? Yeah, 0 for 72 on 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns. How about 8,000 off 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limiteds? We Gossett at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. And how about your new 2023 Dodge Charger $27,990? There's no reason to shop anywhere else. Get to Gossett on the Pike today. New 2023 Charger $27,990, 2024 Grand Cherokee Limited, 8,000 off and 0 for 72 on all 2024 Bighorns. So drive past the rest and come to the best Gossett on the Pike or shop online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motorcars.
Charger PH 508-657, MSRP 35,930, Cherokee PC 662620, MSRP 55,760, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax on license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
I'm Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuck It. When I started the brand, I wanted to make the perfect fitting untucked shirt. And over the years, we changed the way guys think about how they dress. The secret was our obsession over fabric quality, listening to what our customers wanted and making everything fit perfectly. Our fit team has mastered pants, polos, sports coats, and more. So we've got you covered from head to toe. Try what millions of guys already know and love. Shop today at untuckit.com or our 80-plus stores worldwide.
Memphis basketball takes on rival UAB Sunday at 4:30. Arrive early as we celebrate our seniors before the game and wear blue. Don't miss the final home game of the year. March is on the horizon, and we need you bringing the energy to FedEx Forum. Don't miss out on the game against renewed conference rival UAB this Sunday. Purchase your tickets today at GoTigersGo.com/tickets. See you there and wear blue.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Make your next grill your last with the Big Green Egg at East Memphis Ace. Smoke,
Bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Ready to cook in only 15 minutes with cook temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between. Change your at-home cooking experience for life with our unmatched, authentic wood-fired grill flavor that has our customers raving. Get your Big Green Egg and all our accessories at East Memphis Ace on the corner of South White Station and Quince Road.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus all day long, all day strong. It's a little afternoon on a thirsty Thursday. You know what that means. It's time to talk about them Ole Miss Rebels. Little struggle last night, Alabama. Man, things looked really good in that first, 10 minutes of that ball game, man. Ole Miss was clicking on all cylinders, and then all of a sudden, Alabama late started draining threes, ran away with it. Nate Oates' boys, they tend to do that. But we are going to talk all things Ole Miss with, Evie Van Pelt. She's the founder, publisher of The Rebel Walk. The Rebel Walk is your number one source for all things sports information when it comes to them Rebels. So make sure you go to therebelwalk.com, follow them on Twitter at The Rebel Walk, and don't forget to follow Evie at Ole Miss Evie. What's up, Evie? How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. I was doing really well the first 20 minutes of that game yesterday.
I bet.
I did not quite as well the final 20 minutes, but they did put up a fight. Chris Beard said that it was actually, he thought the first half was one of their better halves all season long, and I'd have to agree. Unfortunately, there are two halves in the game.
Yeah, Alabama just came out, and man, when they start draining those threes, and that little Cosby kid, the freshman, comes in and he drops 5 of them from the corner. You're just like, what can you do? You got to cover Sears, you got to cover all those guys, and they can get hot and they can bury you.
It's just, it was really, really hard to believe that. What was it? I think they made 45 points from 3-point lane and 18 from the free throw and 40 in the paint. That's how they scored. But 45 from 3, that's something to overcome there. And, I really like the way Chris Beard talks. He talked after the game and, just said, okay, so a couple of things. Jamin Brakefield has had a hurt wrist and maybe even a broken finger. I know it's injured. I don't know if it's broken, but a finger and a wrist. And Beard says, look, we're a no excuses program, but, I'm really proud of, how he's come out and competed because he couldn't even practice, but he just said, when they say, what do you tell your team? And he says, I just tell them what we always tell them. It's just back to work. And that's what I like about them is just their mentality of let's just get back out there and get to work. And he says really it's probably his favorite team ever in terms of they're able to put it behind them and then try and focus on the next game. So he really likes that about him.
Yeah, and, the big 7, was he 7'5"?
Yes.
He is
Jamarian Sharp.
Yeah, no, that's Jamarian Sharp. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about Sharp in last night. I was thinking, so it's Brakefield whose hands hurt, not Sharp's?
Yes, it's Brakefield whose hands hurt. Yeah, and Brakefield still finished with 21 points.
That's what I was, because I was thinking, I wonder if, I was like, that's why he only played 10 minutes and only had 1 block, because his hands hurt.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's not him, but, Brakefield, interesting question, because some people said, wait a minute, I think I saw him make a shot with his other hand. And I was told that back when he played AAU ball, Brakefield injured his hand. I don't know if it's his hand, his wrist, whatever. And instead of, he didn't want to sit on the bench, so he learned to play and to shoot with the other hand. And so that's why you can still see him out there. And sometimes he would shoot with right and sometimes he would shoot with left. So he's, I think that's just a cool story.
I heard that story too. And what was fascinating is I noticed around the rim, he goes more to the right. But if he's shooting a set shot, he shoots left.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
I just think that's interesting, isn't it?
I do too. I know I can't do jack with my left. When I broke my right hand, it was terrible, Evie. I did save a dog, but I broke my hand in the process.
You saved a dog?
Oh,
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh yeah, I'm a big animal lover. So
Oh,
there was a
me
dog.
too.
I was at airport. A little service dog with this little old lady, and she was doing the escalator thing. She didn't realize she dropped her leash, and that sucker started sucking it in and was going to take the dog. So I jumped down, undid the leash, and then fell back. And the thing's coming down and broke my wrist. It was not fun. But the dog is okay.
The dog would not have survived that. I mean, it would have.
No, it would not.
It would have been. That would have been. Yeah.
It would have been.
It would have been an edition of like 911 on TV or something. Yeah, that would be terrible. So good for you.
Well, thank
see,
you,
I knew I liked you. I'm out here feeding possums and raccoons and saving baby birds. My first swallow arrived of the season yesterday in the nest outside my window, which means at some point when the swallow lays eggs, then we start literally almost a 24-hour watch to make sure snakes don't get up there and get the eggs. So yeah, that's happened before.
I knew I liked you because we were like pretty much similar. We love sports and animals. And I didn't even know anybody else had taken care of a bird, but I'll have to send you a video of a hummingbird that I rescued that lived in my house for 3 days. And I had to feed that sucker every 20 minutes because they eat like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, they'll die. I think if they don't. Well, ours we had these swallows that laid eggs and had little bits a number of years ago. And little swallow baby birds are the cutest little things. Their little faces little beaks look like they're smiling. And we caught a snake, traveling up the pole to get to the part on the porch where they were. Got it down, relocated this. We didn't even kill the snake, which people kind of get on me for that. But I'm like, he's just doing what he's supposed to do, I guess. But anyway, so from then on, David and I would take turns. And I can't tell you how many snakes we caught. Like in the daytime, it's easy. They're not really coming. But at night, take a flashlight and shine it on that pole, and there'd be a snake. I know this just sounds ridiculous, but we've saved, I don't know how many baby birds.
Well, that is awesome, Evie. I love that. I love that. So we love animals and we love our rebels. And one other thing, the game wasn't great last night, but I saw my baby girl, Savannah, like 3 times. They kept showing her on TV, so I was proud of that.
I saw her too. I was so excited. Now, that's got to be cool.
I love it. I see her all the time. I always get so damn excited every time, no matter what. It's like, no matter how many times I see her on the little TV doing her cheering, I'm like, that's my girl.
Yes, that's impressive.
Oh, man, it is. It is. Now, Ole Miss basketball, Chris Beard's doing his thing. I know, I'm kind of curious. The fans really showed up this year. And I think things are going to continue to get better. Is this something that is going to be, do you feel this is something now that Chris Beard, Ole Miss Rebels, they've taken their first step, they're going to continue to build, and, this basketball program can grow just like the, of course, football program has?
I do, and I think that it's funny. I'm in a number of groups on Twitter and such, and I mean, I think that it's so funny to me the mentality of people just kind of tuned out last year. The tail end of last season, it just got kind of bad there. But I mean, let's face it. Beard put this team together in 6 months and said, "Let's roll." And so Ole Miss is 19-9, 3 games left, 2 games left. And, the tournament, I mean, yes, right now it's a really, really long shot, but win your final 2 games, maybe make a run in the tournament, who knows? But the simple fact that Ole Miss fans are disappointed or mad or, whatever the case may be.
The fact that they're loaded up in the pavilion is, to me, amazing.
Yes, it is. And so I feel like, from where they were last year, I mean, I always say when fans are mad, that's one thing, but when there is apathy, like there was kind of the tail end of Coach Luke's time at Ole Miss, and I always add a disclaimer, I love Matt Luke. I think he's just a wonderful man, but there was a lot of apathy at the end of fans not going. And even at the beginning of, the Kiffin era, Kiffin had to kind of, encourage people to come to games. But you're right. So to see the pavilion, I mean, I had never seen it like that. I mean, nobody had seen it like that, just really rocking out. And that
I don't
big
think
of a
I've seen it
change.
that big. I don't think I've heard Ole Miss fans talk about basketball. And back then they didn't talk about basketball even as much. They talked more about one person, and that was Marshall Henderson. Like the fan base is actually excited about the team, not just by this wild man who made a meteoric rise and had a crazy, crazy season, was just absolutely a wild man. But I mean, I haven't heard you really never hear people talk about Ole Miss basketball, and now that's all they're talking about.
Really, and again, to think that when Beard got there, I mean, he didn't have a lot of time to, hang on to who he wanted to hang on to and then go out and try and get people. So I think in such a short amount of time, he constructed a roster that he could work with. Is it where he wants it? Probably not, but my gosh, I think he's instilled just a new mentality, kind of the way Kiffin has. You just raised the bar to where, now you've got fans mad that they may not make the NCAA tournament. It's like, my gosh, they won 3 conference games, last year. So, and one thing I do want to add, we found out earlier that Jamarian Sharp and Coach Beard and Coach Pinkins are on the way. They're headed to Kentucky to visit Jamarian's mother. She's in critical medical condition.
Oh, man.
And the team and the staff met at the airport to pray. So that gives me goosebumps. How sweet is that? And some things are maybe more important than a basketball game. But, we wish Jamarian's mother all the best.
And also just hope, thoughts and prayers going out to Jamarian, because I can't imagine what he's going through and the fear. That's your mom.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, these are kids. It's so hard. You see them out there and they're 7'5", or they're, big, massive, dunking the ball. But at the end of the day, they're probably 18 to 21, 22-year-old kids.
So true, so true. So thoughts and prayers with all of them. Now I got to ask you also, what's Coach Yo doing? What's the girls up to?
Oh man, Coach Yo is killing it. I mean, Coach Yo is just such a pleasure right now to watch. Her team, she's going to be getting ready to play Kentucky tonight, and I think I saw last where Ole Miss, I think, is a 10.5-point favorite in that game in Lexington. The Rebels right now are in sole possession of third place in the SEC at 10-4. Of course, you got South Carolina undefeated 14-0. Then you got LSU 11-3 and Ole Miss 10-4. Tennessee 9-5. And so, Ole Miss is going to get that. They'll get the double bye in the SEC tournament, and hopefully, Coach Show has said she's really wanting the position, the 3 spot, where she wouldn't have to face South Carolina until the finals. So I just love
amen on that one. I agree.
Yeah, amen on that one. And I just love how they have adapted. After we've talked about it a lot on your show, after KK Deans went down, they've experimented. They tried
they don't have a real guard.
Right. They tried for a while. They tried the freshmen, and they put Madison Scott. Then they've had Kennedy Todd Williams at the point they've had, and now I think they've gone back to one of their freshmen a little more. She's really been doing a good job, but I just think it's an excellent, excellent coaching job by Coach Yo. And, several people have said, obviously, Dawn Staley will likely win, Coach of the Year again in the league. But what Coach Yo has done, after losing the players she lost last year, what she's done this year with her portal players and filling in after losing a point guard is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, they can bring it on defense. I can tell you that. They shut Missouri down like nobody's business. That's just the way they've been doing it. And, they did it against Georgia as well. I don't think anybody scored over 60 points in a while on them.
I don't think so either. So that's a good point to check. I think you're right. Yeah, Missouri had 45, Georgia 51. Yeah, I think now Mississippi State and Florida, but they went into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little different. But yeah, held A&M. Well, they lost to A&M, but held Vandy. They've done a really good job with that. Held Georgia to 59. So they've really that's what she says. Her defense, dictate, disrupt, and defend, and so they've sure done that.
Well, Evie, we've been talking a little bit of hoops, but today is the start of the Underwear Olympics. Who from the Ole Miss Rebels is out there getting ready for the Underwear Olympics?
We have Cedric Johnson today, defensive lineman Cedric Johnson. I think the defensive line and linebackers go today at 2 o'clock Central Time. And then tomorrow, it's really kind of a light year for Ole Miss because everybody chose to come back.
Amen.
Yeah. So we've got then tomorrow, we've got defensive backs and tight ends. We'll have DeAndre Prince and Dejon Anthony. So those are the three today and tomorrow for Ole Miss. So in the Underwear Olympics, that's who's going to be out there.
Man, I am mentioning about the people coming back reminded me, I forgot. I almost forgot to bring this up. Jackson Dart, he signed an NIL deal with a private jet company. That's my best friend.
I mean, how cool is that? I've been watching funny Twitter videos where former quarterback Matt Leinart has been tweeting Dart and saying, if you want to bring me along with you, I got you. I won't eat the snacks. I mean, heck, I'll sit in the bathroom, just keep me in mind. But yeah, that has been really interesting. So Jackson signed, for folks who don't know, with Nicholas Ayer, and that actually has been one of our most viewed articles of the week. So people have been pretty excited about the first in the nation private jet deal, and I think he'll get to use it for travel, training, and philanthropy.
I love that. And philanthropy. I love it.
And we've got one more thing going on. We've got former Rebel Quintavious Burdett made his premiere on Survivor yesterday. So we've got an Ole Miss former football and track star on Survivor. So
I think he's going to do pretty good.
Oh man, I was texting with him after when it first came out that he had made the field, and I just said, man, I tell you, if there's anybody that I'm going to put my money on to outwit, outlast, outplay, it's going to be the former football player and the former All-American track star, and he's also killing it in real estate. He decided to get into real estate, and he was the number 2 guy in the country last year. I mean,
damn.
And I mean, in like the Memphis area. I mean, so he's got, he's done a really good job, and so I'm excited to see him. We put a little message out yesterday from him right before telling Rebels to tune in, and he had me all fired up. So we got that going on.
Man, there's all kinds of great things going on now. Got to bring up a little of something else, man. How's Coach doing over there, Coach Bianco?
Well, I mean, I think I'm getting texts from Rebels saying we're back. So I don't know about that yet because I'll feel
they did get 12 runs the other night.
They did. They have been piling on. I think that's the 4th straight game where they scored 12 or more runs. So I think some of that is some new and younger guys are getting more in tune with, playing at this level, maybe ones who came from different schools and such. But the really cool thing to me is, like yesterday, in yesterday's game, they beat Missouri State 12-3. 6 different pitchers combined to give up 0 earned runs out of the bullpen, and they were led by Ole Miss freshman quarterback and baseball pitcher Austin Simmons. Yes, he worked 2 innings.
The baby?
The baby worked 2 innings. He got the win. He actually recorded the win. He gave up just one hit. He struck out 3, and like I say, got his first career win. So
What is it? What can't this kid do?
what can't this kid do? And to me, you know, it was funny listening to Bianco talk about him after the game yesterday. He was asked about him, and you know, he said a lot of the times with these football guys, they don't seem to have the jitters that a lot of other, you know, that regular, you know, just maybe baseball athletes come in and could potentially have when they're first starting. And he just really was impressed with him and just said, you know, I'm proud of him. It's not easy, one, to pitch as a freshman, but he didn't show up till January. He missed the entire fall because of football. And he said he just challenges the hitters. He was yesterday. He was, you know, low 90s fastball, had a good breaking ball, you know, so got out of a bases loaded jam, I think, one time. I mean, he just really, really has shown Bianco a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see more and more of Mr. Austin Simmons, the baby quarterback and pitcher.
You know what's crazy? This guy right now could be in his senior year of high school.
Well, you know,
he'd be his junior year.
I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's right, because he had a 5.5 GPA or something and graduated in 2 years.
Yes. So that's what's so crazy to me is he was a 2025 guy who reclassified to 2023, and it's just you would not know it. I mean, he's 6'3". I also heard that he didn't have really have much of a curveball when he got here, and he hadn't. I mean, he's only been working out with them since January, and Coach Lafferty's been working with him, and his curveball was looking good yesterday. So, you know, I think I actually did an interview with him this past fall, and I said, look, you're hitting, you know, mid-90s with your fastball. What's the ceiling for you? And he said, I think I can hit 100. And so, you know, there we go. You know, give him, you know, the conditioning and all, and add another, you know, little bit of time there. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits 100.
You know what the crazy thing is? I know he was still 17 during football season. Has he hit 18 yet?
Yes, he did. He did turn 18, and the reason I can tell you that is my David was the youngest starting quarterback in NCAA history and still holds that record. He played his entire freshman season at Texas A&M at quarterback as a 17-year-old and didn't turn 18 until December 24th. So he was out there playing Texas and Arkansas and, you know, all those people. And so we were definitely keeping an eye out, you know, when we find out.
Is he going to get out there yet?
Yeah. And is he going to, is he, you know, age-wise, is he going to beat him? And I think Austin's birthday, I believe, was in November. So I think, you know, he was just a little bit older, maybe by a month, but I mean, still just something else. I mean, phenomenal. And we talked about it last year. I mean, that kid in fall camp, he can throw the ball. And so it's going to, I mean, obviously the job is Jackson Dart's, but I think that QB2 spot, that battle's going to be kind of
Walker
interesting.
Howard and Austin Simmons. We're going to have a hell of a battle, huh?
Yeah, we are, and I think it just, you know, it's going to make them better and everybody better, and Air Dart is already looking pretty good, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I told Savannah, I was like, yo, reach out to Jackson, let him know that I'm a big fan of Nicholas Air. I'll do a little here, you know, I'll talk about it on the radio, and just let me use the jet a little bit.
See, just take you along. We'll be like Matt Leinart. We won't eat the snacks. We'll behave. So, yeah.
By the way, everybody, you also should follow her husband, David Walker, at David Walker QB on Twitter. He's a great follow as well.
Well, thank you for saying that. He's very, he keeps me abreast of all, like, the NCAA stuff, you know, their rulings and their craziness that they've got going on. He's definitely keeping up with that, and he always comes down, obviously, on the side of the student athlete, so he keeps up with all that. And hey, I was excited today. The SEC came out with the
media days.
The order of appearance.
Do we know when Lane's gonna? Do we know what day Lane is gonna take the
podium? Yes, Lane goes July the 15th. And so Lane will go July the 15th, and he will be on the same day with LSU's Brian Kelly, South Carolina's Shane Beamer, and then Vandy's Clark Lee. So they will go the first day of SEC Media Days, and it's in Dallas this year. So that will be something different. And I always feel like just mentally, it's like when they set the date for SEC Media Days, I can see it coming. You know, we'll have spring training starting here pretty quick. I think Ole Miss has their pro day March 27th. The Grove Bowl in April. So, come on, football season. We're all excited.
Man, I know. I can't wait, especially the whole fact that they go into 12 this year. Everybody, if you love the Ole Miss Rebels, if you love great sports content, go to therebelwalk.com. Follow them on Twitter at The Rebel Walk. Don't forget Evie's at Ole Miss Evie, and David Walker's at David Walker QB. Give them all a follow. I promise you'll love it. And Evie, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your deadgum time. The weather's, though, getting a little bit better. It's getting a little beautiful out here. Baseball season's in full swing. What do y'all got coming down the pipe?
Well, Ole Miss has Iowa coming into town this weekend for the weekend series, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I want to say they may be ranked I know they're top 20, maybe 18 or so. Iowa's a really strong team. We are going to have complete coverage of that. We've got people tweeting the game and people recording the post game and giving you the interviews. People can go to our YouTube channel and see the interviews with the coaches and players. We'll be covering women's basketball tonight. Really excited about that. And then, of course, we'll see how the final men's basketball plays out. So the Rebels will play Missouri, and we'll see how that goes. I look
Don't
for them
you dare let
Texas
Missouri
A&M.
get their first SEC win. Don't let it happen. Oh,
Don't
my
let
gosh.
it happen. We cannot have that.
That would
So,
be terrible.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Well, Evie, thank you again so much for your time. Be blessed, and make sure you check that poll. Don't let them damn snakes get on them birds.
I'm going to send you pictures. I'm going to send you pictures of my baby birds.
Please do.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. It's always such a pleasure.
That is Evie Van Pelt from the Rebel Walk. We're going to take a quick time out. Hardwood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey, everybody, together, let's drive. If you're ready for a new Silverado, All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch has financing down to 2.9 for 72 months or up to $5,000 cash. Plus, you make no payments for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. And it's still Love Month, and I'm out here in Olive Branch loving all of these new Silverados, Equinox, Trailblazers, and Tahoes. You're going to love seeing this All-Star lot and showroom loaded up again. You want pre-owned? Everything you want is here. Ram trucks, Jeeps, Nissan Rogue, Traverse with the third row seating so you can do more together. Where are you going for Easter or spring break? And better yet, what are you driving? Military, teachers, college students, healthcare, you get an extra $500 bonus. And everyone here at All-Star Chevy is spot on having everything you're looking for. If it's not here, just ask Kevin or Jeff and they'll find it for you. Remember, it's not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. It's gotta be Olive Branch, people. So come out to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch today or go to allstarautogroup.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Burst pipes can be real headaches, especially with the increasing deep freezes. But don't worry, Choate's has solutions by winterizing your home's plumbing pipes. Our smart water monitor and shutoff system detects leaks and can automatically shut off your water to prevent even bigger leaks. We guarantee your outside faucet won't ever freeze with our Freeze Miser upgrade. And don't forget about heat tape we can install for drains and water pipes, keeping them from freezing down to -40 degrees. Concerned about water quality? The Halo Whole Home Water Filtration System filters out pollutants, ensuring clean showers and pure drinking water for your family. For a free estimate on safeguarding your plumbing system or filtrating your water, give Choates a call at 347-8086. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM, your Mid-South Sports Station.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Thirsty Thursday. It's a really, really, really nice day out there. You know, I mean, it's not as warm as this weekend's going to be beautiful.
Happy Leap Day to you, John.
What's Leap Day? Oh, it's the 29th.
There you go.
I was thinking I got to jump over something.
No. Just Leap Day. Once every 4 years, John.
Damn, man.
I don't know what I get surprised at more, that this year was a leap year or that February only has 28 days. I know it. Like, I know that February only has 28 days, but I'm telling you, every single year when we get to February, I mean, it blows me away that the month only has 28 days.
You know what blows me away?
What's that?
We don't do dry we do dry January. That's why I always know February has 21 days, because I'm like, dude, if you're going to go dry, why don't you shoot for something obtainable?
Right.
Like why do a month with 31 days, bro?
It's a fair point. Maybe they want you to go long and would rather you not go short. I don't know.
I think you call it sober up January after because basically, let's be real, from November.
Oh, all the holidays. I mean, you're boozed up for 2 straight months.
From Turkey Day to the Christmas to the New Year's, man, all the football in between. Tito's, they love us. I love Tito's. You better love Tito's as well. Go to your local liquor store and get your Tito's, or go to Getaway Sports Bar. You got the coldest beer in town, by the way. Great bar grub. They got 6 Valley pool tables. That's like really good ones. They're straight up fire. They also have 2 dartboards. They have golden tea, and they got TVs all over the place, man. You're like, where's this joint, man? Where can I get to Getaway? Get on over to Getaway. Simple, 4632 Winchester Road. That's Getaway Sports Bar. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Bro, Shohei Ohtani, first game, hit a home run.
He did.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He also got married.
Oh, really? Good for him.
I don't know when he got married because I don't speak Japanese. Or is he? What is it? Is he Japan?
No,
Japanese?
it is Japanese.
Oh, I'm just
I just
checking.
don't know what that has to do with him getting married.
Because his message is in Japanese.
I see.
And if the people weren't commenting underneath it, and thank goodness for English, I wouldn't know what the hell he's saying. But Shohei Ohtani said he's excited for what's to come. He wanted to thank everybody for his support. Did not mention who he married, but say he did get married and he's on to a new chapter in his life. And then he included a picture of his adorable dog. When I saw the dog at first, I was like, did he marry a dog?
Well, that would be different.
That would be weird.
That would be weird, but I'm hoping not.
I would say some lucky lady out there married Shohei Ohtani, a man who just signed a $700 million contract, who's got $50 million a year in endorsements. You know what she's doing this summer, don't you, while he's playing baseball?
Going on vacation.
Spending his money.
That's right.
Yes! Best job in the world. Shohei Ohtani's wife. Whew. Damn, man. Now, she's got to do some things I don't think I could handle, but could handle spending his money. So, one other thing I need to bring up, which is a little bit strange. You remember Tom Brady, because it's the Underwear Olympics today. If you don't know what that is, the NFL Combine is underway. People running 40s, people lifting weights, shuttle cone, all that BS. Do you remember with Tom Brady, though, when he was 22 years old, his infamous, and it is infamous because it's embarrassing, he ran a 40-yard dash in 5.28 seconds. 5.28 seconds is freaking slow, bro.
Yeah, very slow.
You know he's 46 years old now.
You think he can get faster now?
He actually did it today.
Really?
Yep. He ran a 5.12. Yeah, my man has definitely been working on running because he is much, much better at 46, which doesn't even make sense to me. But while a 5.12 is extremely slow, I'm 46. I'm not the athlete of Tom Brady, but I have a feeling I can still run a 4.940 at least. Can I not?
No, I mean, I don't know, John. We have a field behind the studio. I mean, we could get it set up tomorrow or something
I think
where
we're
we
gonna
can
have
get
to do
you
this. I
to
think
run
I
the
can
40-yard
go
dash.
sub 5.
Now, I don't know if we could do it back there. We need a flat surface. You know, we might have to do
Dude,
it.
it's only 40 damn yards. We can run it right in the poor parking lot, man.
Yeah.
Just get your stopwatch.
I don't know. Our parking lot is on a hill, though. I just want to give you the best opportunity to be able to do it, John. I don't want to have any factors that could slow you down.
What do you think about Tom Brady, though, running a faster 40 at 46 than he did at 22? Like, that to me is crazy. Like, honestly, there's like at 22 years old, I was so much faster than I am now. I can promise you that.
I think if it was anybody else, I would say that's a lie. But since it's Tom Brady.
I mean, dude's TB12.
Exactly.
He doesn't do anything but work out and drink hemp seed shakes. He's another guy. Do you know what he puts in his shakes? Because I do his shake, by the way.
He puts avocado in it, doesn't he?
I do avocado too.
Gross.
But it's spinach and kale, avocado, banana, blueberry, strawberry, pineapple, chia seeds, hemp seeds. What am I forgetting? Protein powder, creatine, and something else.
John,
I'm forgetting.
This might come to a surprise to you, but I have.
Oh, by the way, hemp seeds are very good for you. Did you know that?
Are they?
A lot of omega-3s, omega-6s, high in protein, great for your gut.
John, this might come as a surprise to you, but I have partaken in a either kale or spinach smoothie.
That does surprise me because you don't usually do anything.
Exactly. But I was in college. People were like, bet you won't drink it. I'll pay you $10 if you do. I said, fine. So
I pay like $10 for these junts to drink them.
Well, this was like the...
look behind you.
You left it in here.
I left it in there. Can't even drink it
This
right
was
now.
at the University of Memphis. They had their nutrition students were making them and selling them for $2. And so they were like, I'll pay you $15, $10 to drink it. And I was like, fine. And so I drank it. Actually pretty good.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I am too.
It's the first thing that wasn't Chick-fil-A you put in your body. I actually saw you eating fruit, and it was from Chick-fil-A.
I have fruit in the refrigerator for lunch today. John, I have breaking news.
I'm ready.
No Malcolm Dandridge tonight.
Shock. Is that breaking?
Yeah, I mean, it's breaking news.
I
He didn't make the trip to East Carolina. Also, John, the Memphis football schedule came out today at noon. Memphis is playing on Thanksgiving this year. First time since like 1985 or something like that.
No
How about
kidding.
that? Yeah. So in addition to the Egg Bowl,
I was getting ready
we'll
to
have Tigers
say,
and Tulane.
Like, do they really want to compete with Mississippi State and Ole Miss?
It's a good question. And well, not just that. I mean,
Like, who are they playing on Thanksgiving
The
Day,
only
you
game,
know?
it's Tulane. They're
did you
down
say
at
that?
New Orleans. I did.
I don't listen very
maybe I
well.
didn't say that. I know I said they were playing on Thanksgiving. Honestly, John, nobody wants to play on Thanksgiving because of the NFL. So it is interesting that they're playing a game. With one, you always know you're going to get Ole Miss and Mississippi State, even though there's been talk about them moving that.
And the Cowboys and the Lions.
But yeah, you got Cowboys, Lions, Packers. Oh my! I mean, it's
pretty wild.
rough out here. I was kind of surprised when I saw that.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Sure is.
One other thing I was going to say is, do you think if you went on air during your show from 3 to 6 today and completely went off on this station, your bosses, and said, "What are we talking about? I don't even have a mother effing boss. What are we talking about? Hey," and completely go ham for 6 minutes.
Huh.
Do you know who did that?
A lunatic, John.
No, it was Pat McAfee.
Wow, not a lunatic.
Pat McAfee accused this dude Williamson, ESPN high up, attempting to sabotage him. He says, "I don't report to anybody. If I did report, I would talk directly to ESPN president Jimmy Pitaro and Disney CEO Bob Iger. Ain't nobody my boss. I don't got a mother effing boss. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?" He went off. And he says, a lot of interesting things. And he starts talking also about a lot of people at ESPN that, they weren't fans of his before here, and they ain't going to be fans of him, and he don't care because it's his operation, and he's going to be doing it for a long damn time. Tell him, Pat! Now, I like actually my bosses, and I like working here.
Yeah, no,
I'm
me too.
happy.
Yeah.
Very, very, very happy person.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you one thing. If I did that, I think I'd be in deep trouble.
Yeah, probably. Certainly people would not be happy with you.
Or is this a wrestling? Because Pat McAfee is known to doing a little wrestling. Is this now we're going to pretend to have a spat with the other ESPN personalities and the higher-ups to be that show on ESPN that's different? Like, is this real? Or is this, let me create some drama that's really not there? Because I'm kind of struggling because I almost don't believe, I almost feel like he had to go to his bosses. Because, if you're going to bring the president up, Disney CEO up, and you're going to be talking about these homies like that, I would feel like you probably needed to get again, you do have a huge contract. Could Pat McAfee leave ESPN and still go be successful? Damn right he could.
Absolutely.
He left less money.
Sure.
I know he's not constrained by money or anything of that nature. But I do know Pat McAfee is a big fan of wrestling.
Mhm.
He has been on the WWE.
He's their weekly commentator. He's on there every single week.
Is he bringing a little WWE into ESPN, or is he really going out there saying, "I don't have an effing boss," and all these, I don't think it's real.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting scenario because I think most people I would say, yeah, no, this has got to be fake. But also, I mean, remember, Pat McAfee went off on that one executive at ESPN saying that he was sabotaging a show and yada, yada, yada.
Williamson.
And that was 100% not fake. I mean, that's the same thing you heard with, Dan Le Batard show.
That was, no, that's
right.
true. That I
but,
believe.
But that's what I'm saying is, if he went and did
this
that.
6-minute clip that came out
Right.
the other day looked almost. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. And see, I haven't seen it. I'm just listening to you.
He was just
read
I don't
right.
have a mother effing boss.
Right. But so I don't know. It seems like he beats to his own drum, so I really have no idea.
Man, I will tell you one thing. I would love to be in a situation and so comfortable where I could just say anything I wanted to.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh, I don't know how many people will be listening, but it would be interesting. I hope everybody hangs with me because we have a lot of bets to get out in a really little bit of time. On the other side, we're making money. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
The President's Day sales event is on strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. How about 0% for 72 months on all 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns? Yeah, 0 for 72 on 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns. How about $8,000 off 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limiteds? We Gossett at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. And how about your new 2023 Dodge Charger $27,990? There's no reason to shop anywhere else. Get to Gossett on the Pike today. New 2023 Charger $27,990, 2024 Grand Cherokee Limited, $8,000 off and 0 for 72 on all 2024 Bighorns. So drive past the rest and come to the best Gossett on the Pike or shop online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motorcars.
Charger PH 508-657, MSRP 35,930, Cherokee PC 662620, MSRP 55,760, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Memphis basketball takes on rival UAB Sunday at 4:30. Arrive early as we celebrate our seniors before the game and wear blue. Don't miss the final home game of the year. March is on the horizon, and we need you bringing the energy to FedEx Forum. Don't miss out on the game against renewed conference rival UAB this Sunday. Purchase your tickets today at GoTigersGo.com/tickets. See you there and wear blue.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. Two final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation, and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
Country music singer-songwriter Kylie Morgan absolutely loves her Genesis diamond ring.
I got so many compliments as soon as I got the ring and continue to get compliments on it because it looks really pretty on my finger.
Kylie's husband Jay heard folks in the music industry raving about Genesis, but he also did a lot of homework on his own.
When it came to finding the ring, he took it very seriously. He did all the research. I think he knows more about diamonds than any man in the entire world, and that's how he landed on Genesis. He just knew that they were the best.
Jay picked out a stunning, flawless, pear-shaped diamond in an elegant setting. Got the value price Genesis is known for. And now they both tell everyone they meet about the amazing Genesis experience.
When you walk into Genesis, you can just feel the happiness. You know that they're helping find something that symbolizes the love that you have for your partner. And you can feel that as soon as you walk through the door.
It's always been you, and I've always been your wife.
Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380.
It's leap year, so jump into big savings at Gossett Kia on the Pike. New 2024 Kia Forte LXS gets 41 MPG, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. How about 7-passenger seating? Get 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease, and don't forget, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motorcars.
All 650 acquisition fee. Forte RE 722-812, MSRP 21,590. Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33,010. Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38,705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and it's time to make a little money. So you can go down to 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch and spend it on the best threads around. That's right. Frontier Western Store can have you and your whole family dressed from head to toe. Largest boot showroom around. Check them out if you want to look good. It's at Frontier Western Store. Check them out online at frontierwesternstore.com. Time to make some money. I love the Warriors tonight. Steph's been a little off on a shot lately.
Okay.
The Dubs going to Madison Square Garden. Did you know everybody in their grandmother is hurt for the Knicks?
Yeah, no, they've been going through it.
Like, damn, they going through it. You going to Madison Square Garden, you going to give me Steph, who's going to drop, 12 threes tonight?
Sure.
Yeah. 36 points just from downtown. He's going to get 45 on the night. I'm predicting the future. Dubs win the game by double digits. Lay the 4. Thank me later. Also, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Damn it, I'm gonna take the Tigers.
Whoa! Minus the 3.
I'm gonna lay the 3.5. What it is right now, ooh. And I don't feel good about it. We just gotta lock up R.J. Felton. We gotta play some good defense, and damn it, David Jones and Naquan Tomlin, bring that energy for Dacus. I'm hard and get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy.